and you wouldn't really come back into into the wire to the gate until he made contact, like direct contact. So I mean, usually that means that someone's gonna get hit. That usually means that someone's gonna get hurt. And so that means that one of your you or one of your buddies is going to get seriously hurt or injured.
Wow.
And that, that's a little tough to deal with mentally, I think.
Yeah. Did you go on suicide missions?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're doing over there. Like that's one of the things that you would do because you're trying to secure that route, so that way you could get supplies in, and also just so like, in my mind at the time when I was over there, it was just making it safe for an everyday person. You know what I mean? Because you take over these areas and there'd just be these schools that were destroyed. I mean, like, children's schools, you know what I mean? And you could tell that they just got up and left, like.
Wow. Like the kids just ran out or something?
Yeah, and I mean, like, being enough time over in a combat area, any kind of combat, you realize that there's a lot of deaths and a lot of people die. A lot of people get hurt and seriously hurt and injured, and these are people, these are families, and
we're lucky, right? You realize it when you're over there, I bet.
Man, I mean, like, they will kill you for clean water. Like,
damn.
Like, people really struggle.
Yeah. So when you're on these suicide missions, do you go with the same people, or is it your same squad all the time?
Yeah. There's usually, you're with your set group of guys.
So you have to watch these guys get hurt? Wow.
Yeah. And then for me, everybody's story is unique, and you know what I mean. So I ended up getting hit, excuse me. You'll hear a lot of soldiers whenever they talk about being hit or whatever. It's usually like when they're around, like, so their vehicle have gotten hit, or like someone will get shot at within their unit. When I say hit, I mean like my vehicle was blown up where we couldn't continue the mission anymore. People in our vehicle were not okay. I myself wasn't okay. Like, I had been actually hit. Like, the armor was done. Like, I was hurt pretty bad. So when I got hit, that wasn't really. I mean, that was so early on in our tour over there. But like, the thing is that we'd already been deployed. Like, I was already over in Korea for almost a year, and then you add that to hadn't had a break to go home yet to see my family or anything. They only gave you a short amount of time to say goodbye to them, basically, before we went to Iraq. So I didn't really see my family for a while, you know what I mean? And I was going to do this 18-month deployment over in Iraq. So like, I wouldn't have seen my family for over 2 years. And that's kind of tough.
I bet you that was tough.
So so I got hit early on, and then I just got hit. It was so weird too, because I wish it was some cool, awesome, badass story. Honestly, that's like, I was like Rambo, or I did something cool, or like. To real talk, they came to me and they were like, "Hey, if you do this supply route, you're gonna get you're gonna get some hot meals at a good base, and you're gonna be able to take some time off and get some sleep." And it was the last time one of the guys I was with, he was gonna actually go to school to go to a different unit. So I was like, "Yeah, man, like, this is the last time I'm gonna see him. I might as well just do this route." And then so it was just a supply route. It was the easiest thing ever. You're just securing a supply route. It's an everyday thing. Like, people do it all the time. We did it during the day. We weren't supposed to do it during the day, but we did. And so, we're pretty close to where we were supposed to get to. And I just felt funny about everything anyways. Like the streets were cleared and just like, I just had a funny feeling, but no, we hadn't gotten hit up to that point. So I was like, cool, we made it. And then, oh man, it was like, I felt like something was wrong and I was about to say something to people, but I didn't. And like all of a sudden, just all hell broke loose. Like this big explosion that I was like underneath or on top of went off, and just rocked my whole entire world. It felt like that, like a hand of God just slaps you. I mean, it's the air pressure and the explosion and everything else. And then you can't hear anything. Your brain's scrambled. Your insides feel like they're just mush. I remember a lot of just pain, you know what I mean? Because I had a lot of just like superficial things that didn't do anything. But I had one big piece that went up through, kind of like Forrest Gump. Hit me in the butt.
Yeah, hit me in the buttocks.
Went up through there and kind of lodged itself inside of me. And then I jumped, you know, because of what we were doing. We were the security of that whole supply convoy. So I jumped up on the gun or whatever, and we let had the convoy push on, and then we secured the the vehicle that we were in, and then we had people come out and rescue us from the base that we were going to. Wow. So yeah.
So were you're on a supply route, just so people get a clear picture. You're on a supply route. You're in a Humvee.
Yeah.
You're in a Humvee, and you're going through here, and did you run over a bomb?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And like I said, they're experimenting with different types of explosives, as well as different types of like.
You're talking about would it be Taliban or?
I mean, I don't know if I like get too much into factions, but those are people who are the bad guys.
The other guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or who we perceived as bad guys.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, it was it was a huge explosive, and I think they just buried it a little too deep, and they also did these shrapnel type bombs. So I think it was a little too much of the shrapnel, where it almost saved me in a way, but also like that's what hit me was a piece of that shrapnel.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So.
Did they attack you? Was it just a bomb, and did they attack you after the bomb, or was it just the bomb go off?
So it went off, and then like we I jumped up on the gun, and there's other people. Daniel was there for sure. And, they were looking or whatever, and we had to do what we had to do. Yeah, they didn't really want to fight after they saw that they tried to blow us up, and then we got out and still were willing to fight type of deal. I talked to guys afterwards, like the part of the group part of the people, part of the unit that was on the base that came and grabbed us. And I think they had they got I think it was 6 confirmed kills out of that mission. So, it wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't like you would think it was, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I was doing anything cool or crazy. I was just
trying to live.
I was just trying to fight for my life, yeah.
Yeah, you were trying to live.
And I was trying to fight for the life of my friend, like the guys I was with. Yeah.
No,
I think any other human would have done. I didn't do anything spectacular, and I just did what I had to, kind of thing.
Well,
I mean,
not everybody could do what you did. That is for sure.